It's really hard going back to London because for the first few days your body language and your face is sort of open and you're making eye contact with everyone and smiling at people and they think you're mad. And gradually you sort of tone it down again, but it does stay with you. It does stay with you. But that's why I like hanging out with the other Burning Man people in London because they get the vibe. Just the freedom and the love, the hugs. London's so closed off. If you try and talk to somebody on the bus, or they really, only the mad people talk out loud and just talk to people on the bus, unless they're drunk. People really are suspicious of it, and people don't expect to get something for nothing, and it's just such a blessing to have it. Spread the love, I guess. I let people stay in my flat, and I'm definitely more generous and giving than I was previously.
Just the people, really. The fact that everyone's there to be part of it, and not to. It's the way everyone respects each other, and when you compare it to all the other festivals that you get to go to, where everyone's buying stuff and dropping shit on the floor. It's just the atmosphere and being part of something. The closest thing to what religion must feel like, but without any of the shitty bits of religion. It's just like a thing that bonds everyone together, and you kind of get quite evangelical about when you're talking about, and something you kind of really believe in. It's certainly made life in London much warmer and more community. After 20 years, it was the last 3 or 4 years have been the best time I've had in London, because you actually feel like you're part of something.
Because of the people you connected with Burning Man?
Yeah. I don't know. You can only do it by building up slowly. I mean, it happens within the Burno communities, but slowly, because people have to. It's easier to do for a week. There are hundreds of contradictions within Burning Man. And it's all about no money and participating and everything, but people have to. And not wasting stuff, and that people have to make an awful lot of trash and spend an awful lot of money to make a week of that. So you can only, it's a utopia that's not necessarily achievable in the real world. But more and more of my friends are living together and making community spaces where they work and live. And it's just something you can't, however much you talk about it, to someone they can't get it unless they've been. Because you can't. It's so different from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
That it can't be described, which is a shame. But that's, I guess that's what religion's like as well. People go on and on about it, and you go, don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh, but this is a good feeling.
How many burns?
Number one. The tornado feelings right now inside of me, like so much love and so much like uncertainties and so many. It's like crossing point of my life, I guess. Like asked myself many questions during the burn, and lots of conclusions, and every conclusion I got brought up another 1,000 questions, and but all like very positive. So yeah, I'm excited of whatever's gonna happen now. It was pretty unreal because it became kind of like our city, like 9 and H, that was my address. And you had your neighbours, and it's kind of weird to just leave it behind like that, because it really functioned like the most loving city ever. It's definitely possible, you should start by yourself. Don't think as in like we all as a group should. Think it's the individual, go out and still hugging strangers and be happy and give out smiles. I think something like that should work, and if everybody does that, 60 or 40, 50,000 people, I don't know how many there were every year, so you might as well get somewhere.